Hi everyone. So I'm very excited to be doing the very first question and answer video that I hope to post once a week. So you can send in your questions on the Facebook page and then I'll answer them in this question and answer video every Sunday. I apologize, it's Monday, but I've had a very busy week in my competition up in New York, the Steve Stone Metropolitan NPC show. It was a huge event. There was, I think, about 260 competitors in total in a few different categories. And I am very proud to say that I did bring home a nice trophy. I placed second in the figure class A, which is up to and including heights 5'3", so the little midget category. But I placed second, and that's a huge deal in my very first show, but also because it's such a huge show. It was a national qualifier, so I did qualify to go to nationals, which is the second piece of great news that I'm extremely excited for. That was my goal, and I'm one step closer to reaching the overall big goal, which is getting my pro card by the end of the year. So at nationals, depending on how I place, I could win my pro card there in my very second show. So that would be such an amazing opportunity, and I feel really blessed that I had the opportunity this weekend to do so well. And thank you so much for everybody's support and motivation and keeping me going. And I'm going to have to go a little bit longer because the first national competition is May 19th in South Carolina, Charleston. So I have a choice between that, which is NPC Junior Nationals, or the NPC Junior USA Championships, which will be in Chicago June 15th and 16th. So I have to decide what my plan of action will be. So on to the question and answers. There was a few different questions that came in that I'm really glad to be able to answer. So the first was about glutamine, the supplement. Is glutamine and L-glutamine different? And the answer is no, they're not different. Glutamine is L-glutamine. It's just sometimes not referred to as L-glutamine. There is a difference, however, between glutamine or L-glutamine and glutamine peptides. I myself just take L-glutamine. But the difference is that L-glutamine is a free-form amino acid, and the peptide is bonded with other amino acids. So glutamine peptides are thought to be more easily assimilated by the body because they are bonded to other amino acid peptides. I myself take just regular L-glutamine. I find that it mixes easily in water and my protein shake, which makes it easier to take than glutamine peptides, which I myself have never taken, but have heard from other people that they can be more difficult to take because they don't mix well in liquids. So another question is it better to take supplements in powder form versus the pill form? And the argument here is that you might hear in regards to what type of form to take your supplement in, whether it be capsule or pill, liquid, powder, even chewable tablets, is just in their rate of absorption. So what I like to do is take my BCAA and my glutamine and my L-carnitine, which are all things that I take before or after my workout. I take them in powder or liquid form because I think that they are potentially more rapidly absorbed into the body in that form. Things like your multivitamin or fish oil supplements, those are more than fine to take in caplets because there are some things that don't really need to be absorbed more rapidly. So the next question is, how can I build and preserve muscle mass? I feel like I've tried everything, but I always just get thin. So this is something that I myself had struggled with. I naturally carry a little bit more muscle, but I've noticed a huge difference in the muscle that I do carry in the past couple of months because of a few things. Number one, diet is key to any type of change that you want to see in your body. So I recommend taking between 1 and 1.5 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. Start with a gram and see how that works. 1 What's also then important is the timing of getting that protein. So you want to make sure that you're getting protein sources spread out throughout the day. I recommend about, if you're going to take in roughly 20 grams per meal, eating that five times a day every 3 hours is going to help keep your metabolism going. It's going to help burn fat, but also then to build that lean muscle. So I do recommend spreading that protein out over the course of the day every 3 hours with, in 5 to 6 meals. And you can get your protein from anything from eggs, from lean meats like fish, turkey, chicken, lean sources of beef, and Greek yogurt. That's something that I really like. In 1 cup of Greek yogurt, there's about 20 grams of protein. So that's and then the other side of it is also the supplements that I started to take, which I mentioned earlier in this video, but also in some posts that I had. Taking a whey protein isolate right after I work out, my weight training is key, especially in that 30 to 60 minutes after you work out. You really want to make sure that you're consuming at least 20 grams of protein to support muscle growth and recovery as well. So the L-glutamine, the BCAA, and the whey protein isolate have really, really helped in gaining muscle and also maintaining it. And if you want as well, you can try a casein protein, which is the slow digesting, and you can have that before you go to sleep to stave off catabolism, which is your body eating the muscle. But I would start, check your protein intake. What's it at right now? If it's not at 1 gram yet, try for 1 gram, work your way up, and then if you want to try some of those supplements as well. The other thing to consider is your cardio. What type of cardio and how much cardio you're doing right now, that could actually be working against you in your muscle gain. So if you find that you're doing a lot of cardio for long periods of time, maybe you should scale back on that, not go for those hour-long jogs. Maybe just instead do some high-intensity interval stuff for 20 minutes to 30 minutes, plyometrics and sprinting, which will actually help work those fast twitch muscles. So try using some of those techniques as well. And then finally, which is also very much related, is what kind of foods do you recommend for eating prior to and after working out, and how long before and after should one eat to support good muscle growth? So very similar to what I answered in the question before is nutrient timing. And if you don't know what that is, I'll explain that as best to you as I can. It's making sure that you're getting the right nutrients to maximize the benefits that you get from the exercise that you're doing. So it's extremely important. I recommend eating 1 to 2 hours before working out so that your body has enough time to digest, but that you're getting the energy that you need to make it through your workout. But it also then, you need to eat in this golden hour, 30 to 60 minutes after your workout. The nutrients that you need very much depends on the type of workout that you're doing. So if you're doing an endurance event, or if you're doing, just a long jog, cardio type of thing, you want to make sure that you're getting the proper amount of carbohydrates. So I'd say a moderate amount. Unless you're doing a marathon, then you'd want a pretty heavy carb load. But for just a normal jog, make sure you're replenishing your body afterwards with a good amount of healthy carbohydrates. If you're going to be lifting weights, you're going to want to emphasize more protein. So make sure that you're getting a good amount of protein before your workout, as well as after your workout. Once again, I strive for about at least 20 grams. And if you're doing both lifting weights as well as cardio, you want to make sure that you're getting both carbohydrate and protein. So it's recommended for about a 3 to 1 ratio of carbohydrate to protein. Definitely get your questions in for next week, and I look forward to reading them.